Hey all, so okay, this is another Empire Total War video from Vagnar's. I guess I did another 4v4 matches. A lot of people like to do those kind of things, so I guess I had to do what everybody else likes to do. Okay, so the opening engagement was a lot of just maneuvering. Initially I was going to support England here, but England really didn't do that much at the beginning, so I moved my guys over to this flank because I thought if I can keep this side, we can roll them up all the way up the hill. So you can see how effective that is. There was a big cavalry fight here. First, Austria had Grenzers here, so I charged in my cavalry trying to take them out. But then USA and Austria's cavalry charged in. So at the same time, I'm trying to hold my infantry line. So I have my units shooting here. So they retreated back. I probably should have like moved my advantage. Yeah, I moved my advantage. So I was moving my units here to try to start taking out USA here. Because I thought, well, if the guys move over here, maybe give me a little chance of a breather. But at the same time, I still try to keep up the pressure on them by using some units here. So, England really didn't provide that much. I think maybe they were too busy with their own thing. Um, and silly me, I was new at this still, so I had like fixed artillery, which is like kind of noobish. Personally looking back, it's noobish. So I had two 64-pounder and an organ gun, but really for me at the time, it's because I wanted to try an organ gun, and I didn't read it very carefully enough, so I didn't know it was a fixed artillery. But that's the reason why I'm showing this video because it was pretty cool. So England's holding here, supporting, I guess, a little bit over here. If England moved faster, he could have put over here and just rolled these guys here. But as it was, I'm getting attacked by all fronts here, by USA and Austria. So I squared up and I tried to just hold out, as long as I can. Um, and at the same time, I'm just trying to take as many units with me and hold the line, and hopefully England can move in and help support. So, since they didn't move fast enough, USA is moving in to stretch the line and hold, their flank. And it's pretty gruesome over here. I'm getting swarmed here. These guys are going to be routing soon, and I just have 3 units left, which now I have 2 units left. So, I didn't really know what England's deal was. I can see clearly, they aren't really getting that screwed. So, I don't know why, but they didn't support me. And, when you play a match like this, communication is key. I didn't really communicate, I think. Uh, but when I was getting to like 5 units left, I was like, hey, can you support me? But, really, it wasn't that much to support. So I kind of just threw in my units because I didn't want them to get shot up. And my square here routed. Um, and pretty much that's it. All my units are gone, except my artillery pieces. So, I guess we'll fast forward this part. There's not really that much to see. Um, England gets mauled, I believe, by USA and Austria combined because now since I'm gone, he's now 2 versus 1 over here. Austria and and Poland, Lithuania up here are dealing against another USA and Prussia. So I personally know who Poland, Lithuania is. It's VV. I don't know his full name. I do know I call him VV because it's really easy to remember. I think it's VV at 12 something. But anyways, VV here, is not getting support, I think, from Austria either. So, he's actually holding out. He actually started his engagement way earlier, and because of good management, he's holding out even to this point. So while I'm noobish and I just throw my guys around and hope to God that I actually accomplish something. But case being B, I lost my flank and England now is getting overwhelmed by flanking fire by USA here and here. So I think by now they're close enough for my. Oh, okay. So at this time, USA decided to get rid of my um, artillery. So they charged down. They got rid of my 16 pounder here. I mean 64 pound um, artillery piece. And so I'm trying to play artillery game here and try to just hit them with my artillery piece. So I'm using my organ gun. Very very ineffective actually. They're not the best, but they are actually quite deadly if just used in concert with another artillery piece. So we routed this. I routed this regiment of horse with my two artillery pieces, and at the same time, I'm not very good with artillery placement. I need to practice a lot more. I have been getting better, but that's because of repetition, and defeat after defeat. So, I'll probably make this into a couple two-part movie. I think it's well worth it to make it into a couple-part movie. I'll edit out anything that I think is not pertinent, and so conversations may be cut, maybe whatnot. But right now, England is, like I predicted earlier, getting crossfired pretty harsh, and all his units here, line infantry, green jackets, line infantry, green jackets are getting mauled. So he's trying to form up, I guess, a new line here. He still has a Coldstream Guard in reserve, as well as a Ferguson rifle and a 24 howitzer artillery piece. So he's holding his line here, trying to take out units, I believe, with his with whatever he has, um, and this is pretty much how it is. So let's see, yeah. So I'm over here and I'm keep on shooting artillery pieces, trying to support the best I can while this engagement is going on. So we'll go over to the left flank, and still here, Poland Lithuania is still holding out pretty well. I think VV actually held out pretty well, and finally Austria kind of tentatively put some units into this engagement, which I think if uh, Austria actually moved around this flank, they would have, and they actually came up here, they would have actually caught them in a crossfire and would have wiped out Prussia and USA. But maybe we didn't really do a lot of talking, just a lot of individual shooting matches. So USA is winning, as well as enemy Austria against England, and England is kind of just holding out, I guess, the best they can. At the same time, I would have probably actually moved, now that that I'm more experienced. I would have moved this artillery piece now because it's kind of useless there, and maybe moved them here. But for now, England is doing the best they can. Very much wiping out as much units as they can. And me, little me, I'm shooting as best I can against enemy units who come near me, but I'm just shooting at value units, I guess, for now. So I guess this is probably where I should have told England to fall back a little bit. My artillery pieces can play, but I didn't. Again, talking is key. So yeah, by this time, close enough now that my organ gun can begin pounding them. And so I thought, that I couldn't use the shrapnel shot because there's trees there, so it wouldn't have been very effective. So I just used balls, to shoot, solid iron balls to shoot against my enemy. So England pretty much by this point is screwed. Um, Here comes, more organ guns. I thought I could take out this line infantry here. Oh, no, this is my ally.